everyone, welcome to Infinite Light. I'm doing a March love prediction reading for you. Take a look at the description box below. That's where I've broken down all of the zodiac timestamps. Okay, so you can check out your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, and you can cross watch. It's welcomed here. But make sure when you come to this reading, you come with an open heart and an open mind so that you can take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, guys. So we're going to start with the sign of Aries. Aries, taking a look at your love life for March. For the Aries in the house. Oh, we already had one fly out. It's the Ace of Swords. The truth. Somebody wants to speak their truth, or you're standing in your truth, Aries. Let's see, for your greatest and highest good, what does your love life predictions look like for March? The Three of Cups. Guys, somebody wants to mingle and coexist with you. Very friendly, very flirty. I want to take you out with my friends. Do you want to meet here? Or maybe you're meeting somebody while you're out with your friends. Let's see, get some more. Sometimes the Three of Cups could be a reconciliation, but I know a lot of you guys are in the energy of new. So let's continue to call that in. The Two of Swords. Yeah, the Empress. Okay, all right, here we go. Yes. So I'm going to pull our fourth card at the bottom, because this Ace of Swords just flew out for you, but I'm going to pull my fourth card at the bottom. And in just a second, I want to tell you what I'm already seeing here. Throughout the month of March, you might be trying to figure out if you want to reconcile with somebody from your past. Here's the Two of Swords in the middle, how it flew out. Or if you want to receive from a new energy. Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be in the energy of receiving? Do you want to go back to the past, which is comfortable and known? Or do you want to open yourself up to something new? Do you want to give birth to something new with this Empress card here? At the bottom of the deck for Aries, the Eight of Pentacles, because you're working on yourself. What do I deserve? What do I want still? What do I want now? Does it match with and align with where I'm going in my life? All right. Let's see who is coming towards the Aries in the month of March. Love predictions. Who is coming towards Aries in the month of March? The Ten of Cups, or is this the Nine of Cups? The Nine of Cups. Aries, you are going to be making somebody extremely happy in the month of March. You're going to be somebody's wish come true, all right, in the month of March. The Knight of Pentacles. Guys, I feel like there is somebody in your energy that was always being led towards you. And I keep getting this, like, did you hear how I exhaled? It's like a sigh of relief. It's just like, oh, look at my Aries. Whew, look at Aries. Wow, I'm so happy that we've come to this truth together. The Tower moment. And the Wheel of Fortune. It is divine timing. Aries, it looks like you've got somebody coming towards you who sees you as a complete wish fulfillment. Where have you been all my life? I'm sorry that it took me this long to figure it out. You pick your storyline, Aries. Let's see, what intention does this person have with Aries throughout the month of March? We're going to pull on your feelings in just a second, but what intention does this person have with Aries in the month of March? The Queen of Swords. So here we go. Here's this. So the Queen has learned a lot in his or her life. Has learned a lot, and they're having, well, the biggest thing that they're having to learn in your energy, Aries, throughout the month of March is to navigate their own authentic self and their own truth. This person could be very lighthearted. They could come across as, especially with the Three of Cups on the table, they could come across as somebody that you could build a friendship with first. It's always good to be in love with somebody or build a relationship with somebody that you can also see as your friend, because what comes with friendship that isn't always in a romantic love situation is the support, is the reciprocity. Hopefully if it's, a healthy friendship. But I am seeing it being a healthy friendship, and I am seeing it like being catapulted towards you. This person is being catapulted towards you, but they're coming at you with the Queen of Swords energy, which is pretty cool, but it's not an immediate ask to take things to the next level. It is more of like, let's learn about each other. Let's learn more about this situation. How does this person feel about the Aries in the month of March? How does this person feel about the Aries in the month of March? Yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is a new Page of Cups, by the way. This is a new connection. Very flirty, very like, again, let's see where this takes us. This could be more than just a friendship. But first, I'd like to take you out. Let's go out. Let's go to the movies. Let's go for a walk. Would you like to meet for some fun and happy banter? Because I am getting that this person really does enjoy conversing with you. Let's see how Aries is going to feel about this person coming towards them in the month of March. It says 10 of Swords. Okay, Aries, we're going to have to figure out why it is that you feel 10 of Swords. Let's see, what intention are you going to have towards this connection in the month of March? The Moon. Exploring more behind the veil. There's a bit of caution from you, Aries. I can't tell if it's you waiting for the ball to drop, waiting for them to disappoint you, not thinking it could go any further than the friendship that it's originally appearing as on the table. But definitely I'm feeling like a little bit of hesitation, a little caution, a little bit of, what are you not telling me? That's it. A little bit of, what are you not telling me? All right, let's get a little bit more on this 10 of Swords, Aries, the month of March. Why is Aries feeling 10 of Swords towards this connection with this person? The 3 of Wands. I think you guys are questioning how long it's taken for this to come around the corner towards you. You're questioning if you start expanding with this person and keep evolving past, this kind of fun, hurrah sort of thing. Can it really stand the test of time? Can it stand you and your discernment? Is this person going to make the cut? Your biggest thing is you're going into it like immediately, like Inspector Gadget, like what? What's under all your layers? Are you going to make the cut? Very, very much. You're almost coming in kind of swordsy energy, even though, I did get the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Wands, but let's see a little bit more about your intention. What would your intention be with this Moon card for you guys? The Temperance card. Wow. Aries ain't gonna play no fool. Not in this connection. No, no, no. No, you better show me reciprocity from the beginning. You better show me happy and positive patterns versus what I've seen in the past, what's presented itself to me in the past. I'm not coming to this naive like I used to be. No, no, no. I have learned from my mistakes. I want to get a little bit more on what this person wants from you, would like to see happen between you and them in the month of March, please, Spirit. Oh, the Devil card. Capricorn energy. What do we have on the table? We've got Sagittarius energy. We've got Capricorn energy. We've got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer on the table so far. It could be any sign, but that's just what I'm seeing on the table right now. But what do they want from you, or what would they like to see happen is this Devil card. So I need to get a little bit more on this, Spirit. Why is this person's what they would like to see happen come up as Devil card in the month of March? The 7 of Wands. I feel like this person almost immediately sees, you might, you know how Aries is sometimes. I guess it depends on what you have in your Mercury. I've got Aries in my Mercury, which means I talk like I don't care what you think. and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to let you know how I feel. A lot of the time, Aries is like, you're going to know if the Aries likes you, if the Aries doesn't like you, if the Aries trusts you, if the Aries doesn't trust you, because Usually when an Aries feels confident and comfortable in a situation, like a young Aries, this doesn't apply to, but an older, more learned Aries, this really applies. Like when you feel confident in a situation or comfortable in a situation, you are shining bright like a diamond, baby. Like, let's do this. Come on, let's go. Life of the party kind of stuff, kind of extroverted. And very happy-go-lucky. But when you're in a situation where you're feeling you're having to tiptoe, your face shows that emotion, and this person picks it up very clearly. They would like you to put the boundaries down, but I don't know if this person does enough initially, especially since they're kind of coming in, trying not to be filled with too many emotions, they're trying to make you laugh. And you might feel like there's not enough genuine energy behind it. Like, what are you hiding behind trying to crack jokes? And I feel like it's kind of like a witty, sort of dry humor and sarcasm. And it's like, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to get some more about this Seven of Wands, what this person is wanting to see happen. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, you know what's awesome is that this person's like, well, let's just take it slow. Let's learn about each other. There could also be this sort of thing from this exchange sometime in the month of March. Like, I don't want you to not take me seriously because I seriously want to get to know you. I really want to try to explore more of this. I'm sorry that I came off a certain way. Maybe you made this person nervous. Who knows? I am getting that you kind of made this person or make this person nervous in the month of March, but they really do. Let's just take it one step at a time. I'll ask whatever question. I'm an open book kind of energy. So they're open to your wanting and yearning to be inquisitive, not to leap blindly. Let me see at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups and the Lovers and the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. Follow your intuition, Aries. Like, I feel like you go on a date with this person or several phone calls with this person, almost with like notes. I don't know if you've got, because I keep looking at my notepad here. I don't know if you actually have notes. Like, I'm going to ask these questions this time, or if you're taking like mental notes. But that's all well and all. That is a response of healing that I feel like you're only just now being able to exercise what it looks like to be on this side of as much healing as you've done. And so the response to that is to almost completely go in the opposite direction than how you had shown up in the past, right? So so the opposite sign of Aries is Libra. So I feel like you're showing up like a lawyer. But a lawyer usually comes to the courtroom with a set of questions that they want to ask the person that's on the stand. So yes, you are putting this person on the stand. And I'm also seeing like an interrogation light over this guy's or this girl's head, right? And now I'm seeing it like super ominous, like it's swinging back and forth. Like, you're setting this scene up for this person for sure. They are in the hot chair or hot seat, however that saying goes. But the thing about that is, okay, so I understand for a lot of you guys, this is your first time back into the dating game since you've been healing a little bit. But allow the conversation to flow naturally. If you're not ready to date again and you find yourself like this, then maybe you're not prepared to receive. You want to be in this Empress energy. You want to be. Remember, you were saying at the very beginning, I don't know if I'm ready yet to be in the receiving energy, because I don't know if I trust the scenarios out there. Just be careful that it's not an interrogation scene, right? If you find yourself doing that, that could be telling yourself something about your readiness to be in this relationship, in this or dating again. you've got to get to a point where you can trust your spidey senses, even in a regular natural dialogue. And do not try to tame yourself or change yourself so much that you yourself are not showing up genuinely, because it's two people trying to learn about each other. Because you've got to trust that you've built up enough discernment that in a regular conversation, me just showing up as Shawnee, I can learn about you and you can learn about me. And based off of what I've learned about you, when you respond to or react or behave around me being genuinely me, I can make my decision based off of that, right? So don't show up like a crazy person. Let me know in the comments down below if that resonated with you or not. But look at this. This is cool. Look, we got the Two of Cups, seeing, kind of things that are like playful and fun, and you guys are doing exchanges. You're going out on dates. You're having phone conversations, whatever it might be. It starts out pretty fun, right? It starts out pretty fun. It could go so much deeper than that. It has the potential to go so much deeper than that. Two of Cups and the Lovers, and here you are, Aries, as the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you probably are the person that's steering this boat. You probably are, definitely. And that's where I get this sort of intimidation factor, because you are showing up in a very boss-led energy. But you got it. You got it, boo. If this is something that you want and you feel ready, let it in. Experiment. Have fun. Interrogator. You let me know how that resonates in comments down below. I'm very active down there. If this is where we depart, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification button. I do also have a membership, so check out the join button down below, and I do personal readings. All right, Aries, bye. See you either around the corner in one of these other readings or later. All right, so now we're pulling on Taurus energy. Taurus and Taurus placements. We're doing March love predictions for the Taurus. So I want to find out, for your greatest and highest good, what does March look like for Taurus, please? Love predictions for Taurus. Here we go. The biggest overall energy you have is the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new opportunity with somebody. A match. And I'm getting that because, you are an earth sign and this is, Pentacles. So it's kind of showing up in your Taurus energy. But I feel like this person could either also be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or established. And there's a potential to establish something with this also established person, if that makes sense. Taurus, I know. The Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Taurus, have you been trying to figure out if you're going to say something to this person or not? Start and stop. At the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. Bruh, what are you doing? Don't get into analysis paralysis. That's why this Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. You still have to grab the pentacle and move forward. Here's the thing. At one point in time, you were like, yep, this is for me. Yep, this is for me. And you grabbed it. You got on your horse, the Knight of Pentacles. And then you had so much time before you actually, so much time has passed from when you made up the decision and said, yeah, I do want to pursue this person, to actually when you do pursue the person or given the opportunity to pursue the person, that you're like, I don't know if I really want that or not. The Ace of Pentacles. This could be a reversal of energy. This could be somebody towards you, Taurus. But I am feeling like it might really be you. Maybe I need to analyze things a little bit more. Four of Cups. I don't know if this is my truth or not. Ace of Swords. So you've got a potential to tell your truth. You've got a potential to offer yourself up to somebody in the month of March. I just see you kind of second guessing if that's what you want. Let me see about this person. How does this person feel about this Taurus in the month of March? The Nine of Pentacles. Established and single. I just heard single now, but wow, Taurus, you've really done a lot with your life. They can see all that you've invested, all the hard work that you've done. The Nine of Pentacles is is telling me that you've flourished in your life, and this person can see it. What intention is this person going to have with Taurus in the month of March? The World card. To potentially start a new chapter with you because something has ended. I see it, because something has ended. Where could this go in the month of March between Taurus and this person? Where could this go in the month of March between Taurus and this person? The Queen of Cups. Okay. Somebody gets an itch. The Seven of Swords. I was going to say somebody gets an itch to I was going to say expose themselves, but I want to say become vulnerable with their emotions in the month of March. The Seven of Swords here. You got 3 aces now. So you got the Ace of Wands. Hold on. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Temperance card. Okay. So this might be a too soon sort of thing for you guys. Like, you could have recently just gotten out of something, or you're not quite healed from something in the past, and you go towards this person and then you revert back. What do they call that? Fearful avoidant. I'm not a psychologist, but if this is already your story and it's kind of resonating with you, I would say Google fearful avoidant. And essentially what happens is you've had so much evidence in your life, even starting in childhood, that relationships are hard, that when you try to apply yourself in a relationship, like, it kind of gives you, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you're feeling for a connection with somebody, but it kind of gives you an ick factor. And when that happens, you see yourself hot and cold, in and out a lot. And I feel like that's what's happening here between you and this person. Let me see, how does Taurus actually feel about this person right now? I want to see how you feel about this person now. It says the Five of Cups. You're still hold on. So this is like moving on from past pain. Oh, I just threw a whole bunch of cards. Hold on, Taurus. I'll be right back. Hold on. So this is moving on from past pain. So how do you feel about this person now? So my question is, have both of you guys recently disconnected from something? I feel like the timeline here might be different. Like, in other words, like, maybe you broke up with with an ex like last year, and then this person just broke up with their ex, or vice versa, whatever it is. But I feel like somebody's been broken up longer than the other person, and you're recognizing that. You're seeing them move on, but you can still see the pain in their eyes. You can feel it. And maybe that's another thing that's kind of keeping you a little bit cautious too, Taurus, is because you're like, this is, you might know this and you might not know this on a rational level or in your conscious mind, but it's almost like, okay, well, if you just got out of something, then you might still have baggage, and I don't want you to take out your frustration or your baggage on me or this connection. So that's probably why, Taurus, you're a little bit like, how will Taurus feel about this person? Like, taking it carefully and slowly is what you really want. How will Taurus feel about this person at the end of March? For everybody's greatest and highest good. The Queen of Swords. I wonder if this starts out as somebody that you are wanting a romantic. There's a potential for romance here with the Ace of for passion here with the Ace of Wands. There's a potential to have like a lot of communication with this person with the Ace of Swords. There's a potential for investment in this person or an opportunity to start something new with the Ace of Pentacles. I wonder if by the end of March you're like, maybe we're better as friends. Maybe we're better as work partners. I'm getting that as well. Let's see. How do we get from the Five of Cups at the beginning of March to the Queen of Swords at the end of March? The Six of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So this person could be an air sign. Taurus. So we've got Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra potentially. And we also have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio on the table as well. But when I did I see a Temperance on here? I thought I saw a Temperance, but for whatever reason, oh yeah, Temperance, so Sagittarius as well. But what I'm getting from you is like, you guys invest and you guys give it a try. And towards the end of the month in March, you do like a mutual evaluation. Both of you guys are very mature. You do a mutual evaluation and you reassess. What do we want from this? And I do get some of you guys turning this into more of like some sort of collaborative thing, some sort of work thing versus like a relationship thing. But y'all are two very mature people. Now I'm getting Capricorn energy as well. Let me get a little bit more of how this person is going to feel about, let's see how they're going to feel about you at the end of March. Six of Swords. I feel like y'all start out one way potentially, and I don't think you leave each other's lives by the end of March, but you find your placement, your proper placement. This could turn into you two becoming friends. Because of one, if not both of you being fully over the hurt or the pain of the past, and potential confidants in each other. But y'all are okay with it. Really and really, really okay with it. I want to get you some advice leading up to this energy. Advice leading up to this energy for Taurus. The Emperor. Networking. This could turn into a work something. And the cool thing is that this collaboration helps you build a stronger foundation for what it is that you want and need out of life. Not just love. There was not one Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, yes. Ace of Swords, yes. Ace of Wands, yes. So there is an attraction, but the attraction might not be physical. It just like, I want to be in your aura. I want to collaborate with you. And you think it has to be physical, or you think it has to be a relationship, but it turns out, no, we need to be in each other's lives, but it's got to go a different way. All right, Taurus, you guys let me know if that already resonates with you. If this is where we depart, do not forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I do personal readings, and that information is down below. And if you'd like to join the channel membership, you just let me know by clicking the join button also down below. All right, we're moving on to Gemini. Gemini and Gemini placements. We're taking a look at love predictions for you for the month of March. So romantic love. Gemini, come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. If the roles need to be flipped, turned, and reversed, do that, all right? All right, take what resonates and what doesn't. So the first card that came out for you for the month of March is the Knight of Pentacles. I've been getting him a lot, even in the personal readings and the sign-specific readings that I was doing today. A lot. The Knight of Pentacles is wanted to come out. There's this... like I know I'm going to get to a place, but I'm not there yet, that I'm getting with this Knight of Pentacles. I know I'm going to get to this place, but I'm not there yet. All right, so Gemini, romantic love for the month of March, the Six of Cups. Oh, excuse me, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords. I did say Six of Cups. So you could be trying to make peace with the past. And then we got the Page of Swords here. So hold on, I'll address that in a second. Let's talk about the Seven of Cups that I originally thought was the Six of Cups. You could be trying to make peace with your past, Gemini. And I think that might be taking priority, front stage right now. It's more of what you're focusing on. And it's very analytical, very, very much communicating with yourself, like, okay, so this happened and that happened. All right, so Seven of Cups. Okay, all right, so I'm trying to understand why these patterns happened in the past and why things had to end the way that they did. The Page of Swords is telling me, for some of you guys, I feel like either somebody's looking at you or you're looking at somebody else. They're both facing in the same direction. This Page of Swords and this Knight of Pentacles are both facing in the outward direction. So I feel like you're looking at somebody else. For some of you guys, there's like a hanging on every word type of thing, but you're studying a new potential with somebody. You're studying it, but you've not approached that person yet. At the bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands. Yep. It's like this idea of like you're looking at somebody. You're watching them succeed. This is a victory card, and there's other people get to see it. There's like almost like a public display. You could work with this person and you're seeing them getting, I don't know, like employee of the month or something, you know what I mean? Apply it to your situation, but somehow or another, you're seeing a person, they've captured your attention. You haven't approached them yet, but they seem to be doing pretty good for themselves. I wonder what energy you're in. How does Gemini currently feel about this person in the month or now? The Four of Wands. Here's like a house. This is a house reference. But it's also stability, and it's also a finish line. So you're seeing this person very stable. It's this fourth house energy too. So like that's Cancer energy. So all these references could mean something to you, Gemini. But it's like this person could be a family person. And that could be why you're kind of on the outside looking in. Maybe it's because they've got children and you're like, I don't know if I want to interact with somebody. I don't know if I want to date somebody who already has like a family. I don't know if I want to try to plug myself into something that's already established. And I got something else off of this. Hold on, Spirit. What is it? What else were you trying to get me for this Four of Wands for the Gemini? I can't remember. If it comes back to me, I'll definitely let you know. The Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Oh, it's the question, like, what do you get somebody that already has? What do you buy? What gift do you buy for the person that already has everything? And it's not about like buying this person a gift. It's really more like, like, how would I fit into that? Where would my place even be? They've already got themselves kind of figured out. Two of Cups, you want to be able to be exchanging romantic words with this person. You do. But it's like, where do I fit in? Let's see. Gemini, who are you going to be collaborating with in romantic love in the month of March? The Knight of Cups. Romantic love, Gemini, romantic love. All right, so this person is a romantic. They love. Could have a heavy water placement. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They will never, ever, ever give up on the idea of romance and love. Never, ever, ever. How does this person feel about the Gemini currently? How does this person feel about the Gemini? Or how will they feel about the Gemini in the month of March? This says 10 of Wands. I'm getting a song from the movie The Wiz. He says, the Tin Man, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, but he says, slide some oil on me. It's the Tin Man, and he's in a carnival. In this particular rendition of the Wizard of Oz and the Wiz, he's a carnival actor, and his wife is like the big woman or whatever. And she sat on him. She sat on him and he was stuck in one place. And it took him a while. He was just stuck there, and it took somebody else coming by him And he's like, oil, give me some oil. And, you know, Dorothy and the Scarecrow give him oil and he's all loose and limber. All right. So what is Spirit trying to tell me with this for you? Leading up to the month of March, you felt stuck, and it was because of a past love situation where the weight of it was just heavy. It was so heavy for you. It just left you like this. And it took somebody, and it could be this person that you're watching. Maybe they're helping you and they don't even realize that they're helping you. But you were just stuck, and it took somebody else to give you some sort of epiphany or some sort of attaboy or some sort of like, you can do this, or some sort of liberating verse. And you're like, oh, wait, I am not my past. I am not defined by my past. I can still continue to move forward. But they see you as somebody who has struggled with that, moving on and moving forward. Wow, it's pretty deep. Where's this connection heading for Gemini in the month of March? The Moon card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers. If somebody, the Moon card, so the Lovers, okay. So if you could get to the point where you felt loose enough, right? And you're no longer connected to your past. You've detached yourself from who you were in the past and the things you allowed to happen to you in the past when it comes to romantic situations. If you were able to kind of like loosen your way out of that, build up the confidence in the month of March and offer yourself, even if it's scared, even if it's intimidating to you, you would surprise yourself that you too have never given up on the energy of love. And that you too also want romance in your life. Let me get a little bit more of how you feel about this person. How does Gemini feel about this person? The Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So you're very attracted to them. Very much. And I mean, it could be magnetism, but it also could be like passionate sexual attraction. Gemini, let me get a little bit more on how this person feels about, or how will this person feel about the Gemini in the month of March. The Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're dealing with a person who is very energetically aware. You could work with this person, Gemini. But they're aware that you're kind of, yeah, they've got that feeling, like the spidey senses, like when somebody's kind of watching them, I almost feel like they're not going to show you all their cards. So cards could be significant. Is it me? Is it a tarot reader? But they're not going to expose all of their cards, Gemini. But they can feel when you're kind of looking at them. I feel like sometimes they've caught you before you've quickly moved your eyesight away, before you've hidden away. Where is this connection going? Let me get a little bit more on this Moon card. I feel like this person is situationally aware. That's what I'm going to say. The Judgment card on the Moon card. The Judgment card to clarify the Moon card. Let me get a little bit more on that. The Star card to clarify the Judgment card. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Wands. This is a catalyst for change for you. This connection, whomever it is that you're watching. I don't know if this person, if you guys, okay, let me see. What intention does Gemini have with this person in the month of March? What intention does Gemini have with this person? The Queen of Pentacles. That's not, okay. To learn more of how to invest in yourself. What intention does Gemini's person have with the Gemini? What intention does this Gemini's person? The Five of Pentacles. I don't believe you connect with this person in the month of March. I do believe you continue to gather more information from whomever this person is. Wow, you know, the crazy, excuse me, That's a confirmation of a release of energy for you, Gemini. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is like a teacher student situation, or if it's like a therapist client situation, or a coach client situation, that you might have like a slight crush on or something like that, or you're not teetering past the confines of how the relationship is supposed to be, but you're continuing to go to this person or be around this person, and you're learning more and more about how to heal, about how to see things from a higher vantage point, and about how to address your own fears. This is a healer that you are attracted to. A healer. And you're going to continue to take notes, and it's going to continue to help you head in a more profound, wow, it's crazy how a more profound energy and a more profound and open energy towards romance. Advice for the Gemini. Advice for Gemini. The Seven of Cups. Keep the zoomed out approach. When things go wrong in your life, it's best to go back to the beginning. Where did it all start? And if you're zoomed out and you're starting back from the beginning, and you've got an open heart and you've got an open mind, and you understand that there's neuroplasticity here, meaning you could always pick up new tips and tricks to change old behaviors and habits and old patterns that have been stuck. If you really embody that energy, you will start to see things for what they really are. The Seven of Cups in romance, and you will learn to spot the red flags in yourself, and you will learn how to change or tame or fix them. And same thing with other people. You can't change or tame or fix other people, but you will be able to build the discernment to see it in other people, so that you can choose and behave accordingly. You can learn to start trusting your gut. So keep going. You're headed in the right direction of healing when it comes to love. So you're going to learn about love from this person. So that's why they showed up in your romantic loving energy for the month of March. I hope that helped. Let me know. If you want to work with me in any capacity, Gemini, check out the description box below. And if you've made it this far, Gemini, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer! 4244 is the time that I saw. It took me a couple of seconds to write it down, but I'm going to go with that as your timestamp regardless. All right, for Cancer and Cancer placements, I know there are cross watchers here. This is Cancer's energy, okay? Cancer's love predictions for the month of March. Let's see. What do we have for you? The Magician. What are you calling in, Cancer? You trying to make something happen? What are you trying to make something? You want something to happen, and you want it to come packaged with all of the feels. You want it to be something worth investing in. You want it to excite you. You want the passion to be there. You want the love and the romance to be there. And you want the truth and integrity and intellectual dialogue to be there. That's what you want. You want it all. Okay, let's see here. Love for Cancer. We got the Death card. Well, cool. Because in order for you to be able to call in something like that, you got to let go of old behaviors, old patterns within yourself, so that you can show up in that energy. So you might be in the month of March learning to show up in that energy, or you might be ready to show up in that energy yourself, right? The Hangman, you're learning. The Four of Wands. Ooh, you're already wanting to establish something in the month of March. The Ace of Swords. I know that's right. That's what Spirit said. Are you right? You right on top of it. Well, thank you, Spirit. Let me know by liking and subscribing, and turning on that bell notification button. Cancer, I called it, baby. I called it, baby. Who is this person that you're already feeling Four of Wands energy for? That's wanting to take something to the next level. That's wanting to move in with somebody. That's wanting to go towards the finish line with somebody. It's beyond expansion. It's foundation. Four of Wands. So who is this person that Cancer is wanting to collaborate with, Four of Wands with, in the month of March? Oh, the Page of Swords. Somebody you're watching. Somebody you're watching. Let's see some more about who this person is. The Ace of Pentacles. Listen, Cancer. And they're funny too. And they're intellectual too. So they're meeting they're meeting 2 out of the 4 of the things that you want, right? So they're available. And they're established as a person. The Ace of Pentacles, as soon as I said that, I just saw a butterfly fly past the window. But the offer isn't yet on the table. There's a potential for an offer, right? And also very smart and funny, and established, right? Did I say established already? I think so. Has learned a lot about life. Oh, and as soon as I saw the butterfly, there's the butterfly right there. You see that? So this person's transformed themselves into that energy. How do they feel, or how will they feel about the Cancer in the month of March? How will this person feel about the Cancer in the month of March? The Seven of Swords. Here's the thing about this person who's gone through so much life. They can spot when things just don't feel right. This is a deception card. This is I gotta keep my eye on you card. Although her eyes are covered by a butterfly again. Things would need to transform before I see you again. Ooh. Things would need to transform before I see you again. Cancer, are you in the doghouse? Cancer, what is going to be happening between... Take it if it needs to be reversed, reverse it, guys. Let me get a little bit more about how you feel about this person. How does Cancer feel about this person, please, Spirit? The Eight of Cups. They're walking away. You really see this person walking away. The Three of Swords. Damn, that hurt. Damn, Gina. The Five of Wands. Ugh. Not only do you see this person walking away, not only does it hurt, and it's always going to hurt if you're on the receiving end of the Eight of Cups. If you're watching somebody disconnect from you, that's always going to hurt. So it makes sense that the Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords came out. The Five of Wands is telling me that the reason why they walked away was because it was too loud in your energy. There was like a lack of teamwork. Or maybe you're looking at them like it's too loud in your energy. There's a lack of why can't we just why can't we just quiet things down and work together? Also, too, the Five of Wands is kind of like, sometimes the loudness is in your own head. Okay, so I did this and I did that. And I wanted this. I wanted this established thing, the Four of Wands. And then the Five of Wands is like, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Like a questioning of self. Did I make the wrong judgment call? Did I make a wrong action? Did I make a wrong turn? Sometimes the Five of Wands is the noise in your own energy. I'm going to get a little bit more on how you feel. One more on how you feel about this person. The Queen of Wands. This is Aries energy here. So you see this person as a Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Male or female, it doesn't matter. But this person is very much invested in the growth of their selves. Very good looking person, very outwardly charismatic. And really doesn't give a gosh darn about how people feel about them. All right, so where is this romantic situation heading for Cancer in the month of March? Where is this romantic situation heading, please, Spirit? It says the Seven of Pentacles So look, check this out. So sometimes you started out wanting to manifest something, right? So you've planted that seed with the universe and you're just patiently waiting for it to show itself. So what you might be doing is actively manifesting this person back. And you're just patiently waiting in prayer and meditation. Like maybe this person, this is you to this person's energy. Like maybe this person understands that we've built something here, and they'll return because you're like, maybe they'll see that we're not done. Like we built something here, we planted seeds, but they left before it bloomed, it blossomed. They left before we could pick the fruit from this. So you're tending to the place that they left. You're still watering it. You're still making sure it's getting plenty of light, and you're protecting it. You're creating a barrier so that they can come back to this thing. Four of Wands for some of you guys is to come back home, right? The King of Swords, because you feel like it's your match. Now, the King and the Queen of Swords, they're not like a married couple. They maybe they could work together, they can establish a business together, but they're not a married couple. So I think it's here that you feel like you've met your match. Like intellectually, you guys get it. Y'all see it, right? So where this is going in the month of March, the Fool card, okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. For a lot of you guys, this business ain't done. You were right that like they left before things could fully blossom. Get a little bit more on how this person feels about, or how will this person feel about the Cancer in the month of March. The World card. Yeah, I feel like the person that you're dealing with, Cancer, feels like it's done and it's over. The chapter is done and over. What intentions? No, I think that's the wrong question. What is the biggest thing that's blocking this connection? What is the biggest thing that's blocking this connection for the Cancers? The Seven of Wands. This is literally a blocking card. Is somebody not talking to you? Is that what it is, Cancer? This is literally a blocking card. They're not talking to you. Because Eight of Cups, they've already walked away. And the World card, because they've already shut the door. But Spirit is acknowledging that this hasn't come to its full completion yet. With this Fool card and this Three of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna try to see where this might go for the month of March, but I also want to tell you something. Where might this go in the month of March for the Cancer and this person? The Five of Swords. Okay, so let me tell you something. All right, for the month of March, and I want to pull the bottom of the deck, the three of Cups. Okay. All right, for the month of March, you guys might actually have some sort of exchange. You might find yourself somehow or another getting through their blocks. I don't know what that looks like. Hopefully you've got integrity and you're not overstepping. Especially since Mercury is in retrograde until the 20th, and there's a shadow period like a week or so after that. So let's just say all of the month of March, you might find yourself so compelled to reach out to this person or to interact with this person. Like try one more time to reconcile with this person. Really what's happening is whether you reach out to this person or not, the closure starts and ends with you. I say this all the time. You don't need this person to get closure. It just seems more comfortable, especially since you guys have this sort of thing here. This, right? Like you see each other, right? On an intellectual level, y'all see shit that other people don't see with this King and Queen of Swords. You don't need this person to get closure. With this Three of Pentacles and this Fool card here is that you could get another chance with this person because y'all do have a heavy spiritual bond and you guys were meant to collaborate in this lifetime, but you have things that you need to process on your own first. Because what you might see is a false reconciliation with this person sometime around now, where if you don't come to the table with this Death card and this Hangman card, meaning that you're open to changing how you had been showing up and behaving and looking at things from a different perspective and showing up in a different energy, if you don't realize this energy first and you try to reconcile with this person, they're going to see it. Queen of Swords. They're going to see it. And as you're trying to offer up a reconciliation, they're going to be like, no, get that out of here. You're not ready yet. And so you might have to go back and do some introspection, Cancer. But if they don't answer the phone or they don't answer the email or the door or whatever it is, and you're stuck and left in your own energy, that is also by design. And Spirit is like, no, you don't need to hear their truth. You need to see your own truth. And the best way to do that is to zoom out. I'm going to get you some advice, Cancer. This is a heavy learning moment. This is a catalyst person for you, and to help you see you. Advice for Cancer. It's not comfortable. It's not. I have been on the receiving end of this. It is not comfortable. So I see you, Cancer. All right. Advice for the Cancer, please. The Two of Swords. It may feel unjust that this is what's happening right now, but it is for your best good so that you can make more genuine decisions with your heart space in the future. Trust that this is going to help you receive balance in your heart space. And whatever guard it is that you're coming to the table with in the energy of love, because generally this Two of Swords is depicted like this, with two swords like this blocking the heart space, right? But in this particular depiction of this tarot card, the swords are down. So the heart space is open. You're going to learn, if you choose to accept the lesson, Cancer, to let your guard down. The reason why there's been so much need for you to go through a death and rebirth and look at things in a different perspective is because your guard was up. So you're going to be open to letting your guard down. All right. Cancer, I told you what you needed to hear, probably not what you wanted to hear. And if the role is reversed, but this is still your energy, then this is still your energy. You could just let me know down below. Like, this is, I heard the Cancer reading, but it's reversed. It's still your energy. So there has to be something in here that you can learn from. But let me know. If you'd like to book a personal reading, all that information is down below. Do not forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you. All right, let's see. For Leo. All right, Leo and Leo placements. For your greatest and highest good, we're taking a look at love readings, love predictions for the month of March for Leo and Leo placements. Leo, if you like the way I read, please consider liking and subscribing, turning on that bell notification button. There's a membership, a channel membership. That's in the join button down below. I do offer personal readings. That's in the description down below as well. All right, open heart and open mind. For the Leos in the house, what is March looking like for them? It says the Page of Swords. I feel like you're trying to figure out a new way to communicate. You or this person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, is trying to figure out a new way to communicate. The Page of Swords is like, I know I want to say something, but I'm not exactly sure what. It might come off unpolished if you do say anything. Let's see, for the Leos, the Star card. What are you healing? The Ace of Pentacles has come out a lot today thus far. Healing a potential opportunity, Leo. You're trying to heal a potential opportunity. Two of Cups, so that you can see eye to eye with somebody, so that you can take somebody out again, and so that you can be friends with somebody again. And then the Two of Swords, because it's taken you a while to try to figure out exactly where you want to go with it. This could be their energy towards you or your energy towards them. All right, how does Leo feel about this? Wait, I want to see who this person is. Tell me more about who this, I keep looking at the Star card. So that could be significant, right? So it could be somebody in the limelight. You could be in the limelight. You could be a first responder, a teacher, you know, or a politician or something where people like look up to you. Or them, right? Or both of y'all can kind of have a job that's kind of, I without knowing exactly how to say this, I could say, I'm just going to say elevated somehow. So in a leadership position even, right? Or a boss or a CEO or a business owner or something like that. All right. So who is this person that Leo is dealing with in the month of March? This is the 8 of Wands. This is a block. So I don't know if this person can see you. I do feel like this person is heavily protected somehow. Like maybe they're protecting themselves, they're protecting their energy, or they're mumsing the word. Mum's the word. Like they're keeping all their thoughts and ideas to themselves. With the 8 of Swords, tell me more about this person that Leo is connected with. The 5 of Cups, processing some stuff from the past. The 3 of Pentacles, this connection, this contract together. Processing this contract together. The Emperor could be an Aries. And working on their own stuff. They've got their own projects that they're working on. While also at the same time they're processing what happened between the two of you guys. Trying to move on from what happened between the two of you guys. We got an Aries reference on the table. An Aquarius reference on the table. All right. How does Leo feel about this person? How's Leo going to feel about this person in the month of March? The 4 of Swords. Yeah, I don't feel like you guys are talking too much. There's a recovery idea here. Somebody's in recovery or recovering from something, finding peace, praying more, meditating more, just being still more, finding stillness in their life more. What intentions does the Leo have with this person, or what intentions will the Leo have with this person in the month of March? The 10 of Swords. Maybe let it go. What intentions does Leo's person have with him, or what intentions will Leo's person have with him in the month of March? The Ace of Swords. I feel like there's some sort of exchange, verbal exchange between the two of you guys in the month of March, and it leaves you kind of like this, Leo, like, okay, all right, well, I guess I'll just back up. Give me some more about what happens between Leo and this person in the month of March. The 10 of Wands. Yeah. So there's a heaviness here, Leo, between you and this person. The Temperance, an attempt to make things right. The Knight of Cups, an attempt to say, hey, can we try to work on this burden that we have? Can we try to figure out how we can kind of like get our emotions tamed in all of this? The Tower. Yeah, I feel like there's an exchange between you and this person in the month of March, and because there's just so much heaviness here. This could be an existing relationship where, again, what did I start out with? We're growing as individuals, and so now that we're growing as individuals and we're recognizing that we're growing as individuals, how do we talk to each other now? Like, you've got your thing going on and I've got my thing going on. So how do we make sure how do I make sure that I'm meeting you where you need to be met, and vice versa? Yeah, so the two of you guys are, I don't know, currently I feel like this person is not talking to you. They're trying to keep, they could be trying to work to kind of distract themselves from it. They definitely have a lot to say, but I do feel like they're kind of just like mum's the word. Let's see. What's the biggest outcome for you guys in the month of March for Leo? What's the biggest outcome? The Death card. Yeah, I feel like this is in a huge transformation thing right now. Like, it's in the wash cycle. It's in the wash cycle, and it's agitating. Like, these are all references to like washer machines. It's in the agitation because we do not grow as humans without contrast. We do not grow unless there's something in front of us that becomes some sort of challenge that we have to overcome. And it's in that overcoming that we grow, even if it's a relationship. If you never fight, if you never disagree, then if you never have like a tiff with your partner, then that means that you guys are okay with status quo. But it looks like professionally and whatever, both of you guys are being elevated. So that means that there has to be contrast in this relationship. If it's gonna last and outlast the elevation that y'all are individually growing into. In other words, both of you guys are becoming immature as individuals, and both of you guys are becoming mature as individual people, and this relationship needs to elevate in order to meet that. Otherwise, if it doesn't elevate, the relationship doesn't last. So it's going through a transformation right now. Let me get you some advice in this. Because you're almost like, I feel like this might be over. I feel like the advice is that you guys somebody needs to break the ice, push pride aside, and say, hey, if we're going to work on this, then we need to talk about this. Advice for the Leo in this situation. The Ace of Wands, you might have to be the one. You might have to be the one to take that action. You get the Ace of Wands, they get the Ace of Swords. So you might have to be the one to wave the red flag. If you want this connection. Does Leo want this connection? Let's ask. Does Leo want this connection to last? For everyone's greatest and highest good, does Leo want this connection to last? The World card at the bottom of the deck. The Hermit. You don't know. And that's okay. That is okay. That's okay. You don't know. That's fine. Process that. And then if you decide that you do want it to work, then the ball is in your court, Leo. All right? You guys let me know how that resonated. I'm very active in the comments down below. If this is where we depart, please do not forget to like and subscribe on your way out. All right? Thank you. Heading to the Virgo. All right, Virgo. Virgo and Virgo placements for I messed up my whole entire deck. Sorry, Virgo. The last thing you'd want to see is my cards all messed up. So let me organize it for you. All right. So Virgo, are you judging somebody? I know you're judging me, but I'm okay. I'm used to it. Are you judging somebody? Are you judging somebody's love style, love language? Are you judging somebody to see if they're right for you? Let's see what's going on for Virgo in the month of March. If they're put together enough for you, if they're high value enough for you. All right, Virgo, love predictions for the month of March. Here we go. It says the Hermit card. Yeah. Maybe you're evaluating yourself to see if you're organized enough for, like if you're in line enough for a romantic love connection, or this romantic love connection. The Tower card, 2 major arcana right out the gate. 3 major arcana card, the Devil card, the 6 of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. There's there's an overcoming of wanting to find peace in this connection with this Queen of Cups, whoever this Queen of Cups is, male or female. The Queen of Cups, sometimes a parent, sometimes a single parent, very specifically, like all on their own, single parent, like no help, if it resonates, type thing. But the Queen of Cups is like, it really does, he or she knows themselves, like they know, like I want to be in love someday, but I need to make sure that I'm careful how I give my love and I share my love. So they could be also highly intuitive, highly spiritual. Like they could also be really into the tarot or esoteric. But yeah, so that's Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy just on the table right now. I do have some Capricorn energy on the table right now. A little bit of Aries with this Tower, a little bit of Aries with the Tower, and Virgo. Well, that's you. Oh, that's you. Are we on Virgo? That's you. Yeah, it's you. Good thing it's not me you're looking at, Virgo. Because you'd be like, nope, she's unorganized. I'm not. I'm just looking at all the synchronicities on the table. Okay, so how does Virgo feel about their person that you're trying to overcome a dark past with? Yep. How do you feel about your person? The Four of Wands. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Virgo, you really feel about this person. There's a little bit of hesitation with the Two of Swords. I get it, because I saw the Virgo Hermit card jump out, and then the Two of Pentacles. So twos are significant. 2 equals 4. 4 is stability. But 2 is also like choices, like trying to navigate between this direction and that direction, and also trying to figure out how to integrate. Would they fit in? Would I fit in? But it's more than just a like situation here. At some point in time, you could see yourself building a house and a home with this person, or at some point in time, you could see yourself marrying this person. And then sometimes you get in your head and you're just like, but I don't know if they're perfect enough. I want the perfect person, right? That's what you say to yourself. Let's see, how does this person feel about the Virgo in the month of March? How does this person feel about the Virgo? The Queen of Wands. Okay, you look good. That's a second Aries reference. Or fire sign reference. So you, Virgo, could have Virgo and Cancer. I already said Cancer, but Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo could be significant in your chart as well. But you look good, Virgo. You look so good. You're like tempting to this person. You're also not looking at this person. You're also not looking at this person. Are you playing hard to get? 'Cause she likes me. She likes me. Are you playing hard to get? How else does this person feel about the Virgo? The Justice card. The Four of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Virgo, I wonder if at some point in time, or if this is like okay. I feel like at some point in time, you told this person off. You told this person off. If this is a person you already dealt with, Virgo, I feel like you told this person off and you made them almost not feel however it is that you said it. Heavy on the Sagittarius now. I feel like you told this person off and you kind of unsettled this person. Like you almost had them second guessing themselves and their self-esteem, and then blocked yourself from this person. And what that did for this person is it kind of built kind of like a fantasy. Like if I could get myself to a certain level, then I can finally be on Virgo's requirements list for a partner, and then they'll choose me. For some of you guys, this is a completely new person. You've established a new house and home, a new regimen. You've laid down your roots somewhere. You're in a completely new environment. And I feel like that kind of happened through happenstance or just through luck. Or at least it felt that way. It was definitely orchestrated by the divine. And while you're over here and you're doing all of this stuff, I don't know, sports could be significant. Basketball could be significant. But while you're over here and you're doing all of this stuff, boom, somebody just shows up. And because you feel like you had maybe already told yourself, like, I don't really want to explore a romantic relationship here. I don't really want to build anything here because here I'm building this other thing. You might have told this person, like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. And they're hoping, and it kind of knocked them off kilter, or it will in the month of March. It'll knock them off kilter, and they're like, whoa, Virgo's turning me down? And then they're wondering if that's ever going to change. And it could be the Mercury retrograde that brings this person back to your energy, Virgo. And they're like, are you ready to date yet? You could, yeah, you could have, yeah. I feel like you could have even started, or you could start in the month of March, a physical relationship with this person under the premise of, I don't want a relationship. And then towards the end of March, they come back to you and say, well, how about now? Right? Let me see what's going on between this connection. There's two storylines between Virgo and this other person. The Sun card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Cups. How does that happen? Here's a Tower moment. This is like a complete 180. I feel like you told this person, or they told you. I don't, now it's getting kind of convoluted. But I feel like leading up to, if you already knew this person, Virgo, leading up to the month of March, you were blocking yourself off from this person because you didn't feel like they matched all of your requirements. And then something happens, some sort of epiphany, some sort of Tower moment happens in the month of March. And it could be the Mercury retrograde, it could be. But some sort of epiphany happens, and then all of a sudden now you're open to the idea of this person coming back. If this is a new person that you're meeting towards the beginning of March, you're just like, we can kind of have like a physical relationship or whatever, but I don't think I want to go any deeper than that. And then towards the end of March, they come back and you're like, well, let's see how we can integrate you in. Very much not fully like romantic at all, but let's see which drawer I can give you to put your toothbrush in type of attitude. How does Virgo feel about this Queen of Wands? King or Queen of Wands, it doesn't matter, male or female. The Five of Pentacles. See, that's so interesting. Cut off from them. Page of Swords. Still trying to keep contact with them somehow. Long distance for some of you guys. What do you want? Let's see, if you are being completely honest with yourself and me, Virgo, what is it that you want with this person in the month of March? The Chariot. Now here goes a car reference. Victory. Victory is mine. There's this need to want to, Virgo, let me tell you something, honey. We exploring all of the sides of Virgo in this reading. There's this need to want to control this situation, Virgo. I want you to loosen your shoulders a little bit, Virgo, and kind of breathe it out and breathe it in. Like, I smell the flowers and blow out a candle. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a steady grasp on your life. But when that grasp bleeds over to wanting to control how a person shows up for you and in love, that's where the whole thing kind of gets convoluted, because you cannot control another person. This is kind of like trying to control fate. It's almost like, and I feel like I read something like this for you like last year, but it's almost like, no, you're not good enough yet. Let me see. Let me evaluate you. No, you're not good enough yet. Let me evaluate you. You're doing better, but you need to work on this, and this. That's, I don't know. That's something that if this is your story and you're accepting of this feedback that I'm providing, that's something that you might want to explore. And that could sometimes be the shadow side of Virgo that wants to try to control everything. Well, let me see how this person feels. How does this person truly feel about the Virgo in the month of March? How does this person truly feel about the Virgo? The Star card. Not only do they want to heal it, but they want to talk about the healing with the Aquarius energy here. They want to talk about it. They want to do it as a collaboration. They want to do it together. They want to be seen as like, hey, I've always been here. Accept me for who I am, as I am, or don't accept me at all. Let me get you some advice, because something changes at the end of March, and I feel like this person tries to come back again. But I just want to make sure that it doesn't go into the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun card under false pretenses, because this Five of Cups is here. Get some advice for the Virgo. Advice for the Virgo. Essentially, I just want to make sure that this person is showing up in their true, authentic self and not what they've molded themselves into in order to fit Two of Pentacles into something that you'll finally choose, Two of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles as advice. This is like some time, and you're already wanting to do this, right? This is time alone. Get some more on this. The Six of Wands. Okay, some more time alone, some more time in introspection. You will start to see this person for this person's true light. You will. But it's going to take some more stillness, some more time alone before you actually see. This could be speaking of in the terms of Mercury retrograde. Sometimes it's a chance for us, well, the whole time, it's always been a chance for us to evaluate how we show up. And you might, in this time, if you're truly honing in on this energy and it's truly resonating with you, you might find yourself in this time really evaluating, how do I as Virgo show up for this person in my relationships, in my connections? How do I invest? Nine of Pentacles. Am I just investing in what I want? Nine of Pentacles. Or if I'm willing to, what is lost on this table is Six of Pentacles. Am I willing to invest in what this person wants and accept what they bring to the table, what they offer? Am I willing to accept that sometimes in a relationship, in a healthy relationship, sometimes I'll show up 100%, but I will have to be making up for the fact that they can't show up at all. And sometimes they'll show up 100% and they'll have to be making up for when I can't show up at all. Sometimes I can show up 80%, sometimes I can show up 60%, and vice versa. And it's this ebb and flow and this play. That's what a healthy relationship is. The balance comes from accepting that both of us are perfectly flawed, but we both still choose to be perfectly flawed together, and we choose to grow together. We choose to challenge each other and to support each other and to nurture each other when we can't always show up 100%. I got you, babe, and you got me. Sonny and Cher type shit. And you're going to be like, well, Sonny and Cher got a divorce. It's just the song I'm talking about. But I feel like you're going to need a little bit more time. The requirement is for you to get a little bit more time to understand what investment looks like and in relationships, and you will be victorious. Six of Wands. You will find victory in relationship. I don't know if it's with this one. It might be, though. At the end of the month, it looks like you guys come together. So, yeah. So you use this astrological and cosmonic time and energy wisely, and you will be victorious. All right? Woo! That was a long one. Let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra. Libra and Libra placements. Libra, thank you so much for joining me. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. Consider liking and subscribing. Going down to the comments down below and letting me know how this resonates with you, if you want to call it in. All right, for Libra's greatest and highest good, romantic love energy. What does March look like for Libra? Whole monthly. Man, this Page of Swords, boy, I'll tell you what. You're feeling the whispers of something, are you not? It's like the wind whispering in your ear, like, and I'm getting this, something's somebody's coming. There she is. There he is. I heard you before you even came into the room type energy. Okay. For Libra, we got the Knight of Cups came out with the Devil card. Stomping around in my energy. I hear you. Libra, are you highly in tuned? I hear you stomping around in my energy. Who's there? It's like being in a dark, if you're the crazy person in the horror movie, you're like in a dark room or a dark house and you hear like footsteps upstairs and you're like, who's there? It's something like that. Somebody hasn't presented themselves to you, but energetically you can feel them in the month of March. The Wheel of Fortune, it's time for them to present themselves. The Moon card, they're fearful of doing it though. At the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. You don't trust it because it's taken them so long to show. Hold on. You don't trust it because it's taking them too long to show up for you. Libra. To finally say I love you, to finally say I want to be with you, to finally say I want more than just what it is. Who is this person that Libra is connecting with in the month of March? Who is this person? The Page of Wands. How does Libra feel about, how will Libra feel about this person in the month of March? The High Priestess. I can feel you. I'm not going to say anything if you're not going to say anything. They're coming up as a page. How does this person feel, or how will this person feel about Libra in the month of March, please, Spirit? The Ten of Pentacles. Libra, you've got somebody who feels like they could have it all with you, but they're showing up as a Page of Wands between two minds. Like you excite them, but they're between taking action and not taking action, or not taking enough action in your direction. I feel like what we have here is somebody who is speaking but not following through with the action. You know, they're talking the talk, but they're not walking the walk. They want it though, but there's a huge disconnect between what they say they want and how they show that they're ready to invest enough in order to get this Ten of Pentacles with you. What intention does this person have with Libra in the month of March? What intention does this person have? The Sun card. So what action is this person planning on taking? The Sun card, they really want, they want it all with you. The Sun card, they see so much potential with y'all's connection. But what action is this person planning to take towards the Libra in the month of March? The King of Cups. So we could have a person who's learning how to process their own emotions, how to be emotionally aware, emotionally stable, emotionally mature. They're learning how to do that. They're learning how to see beyond the excitement and learning how to be like an adult about it. Like, oh yeah, you find me attractive, that's all well and all, but that doesn't mean that we're compatible. Yeah, there's passion between you and me, but that doesn't mean that this is going to go forever, like the long way. Like we're going to get married and have kids and build a house together. That doesn't mean that just attraction doesn't automatically mean longevity. And they're trying to understand that there's a lot of hidden energy. I feel like this person tiptoes around you, Libra, or will tiptoe around you in the month of March just to try to see if they have access to you, what you will allow to happen. Testing the waters to see if you're single, if you're available, if you still want them. Let's see, what do you want? What do you crave out of this connection? What are you looking for in this connection, Libra? The Two of Cups, for somebody to match your energy. And what are you bringing to the table when it comes, High Priestess? What are you bringing to the table when it comes to this person? The Empress, you come to me, honey. You want me, you come to me. Okay, so how does this play out? Okay, Libra, you got to let me know in the comments down below. How does this play out for the Libra in the month of March with this person, this King of Cups energy, okay? How does it work out? So the Two of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. A conversation about how are we going to make this happen? How are we going to make it work? And I feel like Libra is holding nothing back. If you can't give me my Two of Cups, if you can't explain to me why it is that you originally showed up in this inconsistent energy, then I don't want it. Knight of Cups and the Devil. If you can't, then I don't want it. And I don't have any problem cutting you off, High Priestess. I don't have any problem saying, well, it didn't work out. Let me take some notes for the next time so that I learn from this. I don't have any problem. Where could this go towards the end of March for Libra and this connection? I almost said Leo. The Six of Cups. Okay, well, you might have another chance to have a conversation with this person. At the bottom of the deck, the Lover's card. You might have another chance to have a conversation with this person. They're learning. They're in a lot of learning energy. Learning about you, learning about themselves, learning about how to back up their words with action. Advice for Libra. This looks like a good energy. You stay in your boundaries. You stay in the lane that you have already designed for yourself. Stay there, Libra, because it's going to continue to challenge this person to get out of their comfort zone. And for them is taking action, right? So I want to say, like, give them the floor. Let them speak first. Let them come forward first. All right. Advice, though. That's just what I'm getting off the cards. But what's some specific advice? 10 of Wands. Don't let this be a burden for you. Don't let it. Don't let other people's adult kids be a burden for you. You keep doing whatever it is. I said something about this, a lane that you have established for yourself. You stay in that lane because that's your truth. You're headed towards a very specific direction. Don't let this be the driver of your life. So many road references, so many drive. Don't let this be stay in your lane. All right, Libra, I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. If you want to work with me, that's in the description. All right, love you guys. Mwah. Let's move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we're taking a look at your romantic love life. Scorpio placements. I understand not everybody is a Scorpio sun here. And cross watchers are welcome. All right, romantic love predictions for the month of March. What is your love life predicted to look like for the month of March for everybody's greatest and highest good? Here we go. The Tower. Scorpio, what's happening? Whoa, what's going on? Something had to go in order for you to get to whatever's coming up to you in the month of March. An idea of how something was going to work out, or you thought you were going to be single and then all of a sudden you're not single in the month of March, or just like this massive shakeup or epiphany about love, right? The Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the King of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands. Doth my eyes deceive me? Whatever it is, you don't really trust it. Whatever it is, you don't really trust it. Whatever's coming towards you, you don't really trust it. Let's see here. It could be this King of Swords. Tell me more about who this person is that's coming towards the Scorpio in the month of March. The Queen of Pentacles. It isn't the Queen of Swords. It's you who doesn't really trust it. You're also not here to play any games. I keep getting that. I got that with Libra. Now I'm getting that with you. I feel like I got that with Aries too. The Queen of Pentacles is coming towards you. This is a person that's used to investing in themselves. Roses could be significant. Wheat, gluten deficiency could be significant. Beer could be significant. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's used to taking care of like their family and themselves, and learning more about giving. How to give. All right. The Six of Cups. Oh, excuse me, the Seven of Cups. I keep saying the Six of Cups and it's the Seven of Cups. So for you, you're like, is this somebody from my past? I don't think so. I feel like there could be glimmers of maybe behaviors, or maybe they kind of might resemble, like look-wise, maybe you have a type. So you're attracted to a specific type of body type, but there's more to this person than that. There are other things about this person that are different. So it doesn't look like a person from your past, Scorpio, coming towards you in the month of March. It says the King of Wands, or the Knight of Wands, I'm sorry. And then tell me more about this person, the Page of Cups. Yeah, be careful. I feel like you're going to immediately want to take this to passion. You're going to be highly attracted to this person. Highly attracted to this person. And it might lead to a little bit of fantasy of where that might go passion-wise. But you're still starting from square one. Still flirty with this person. Still open to a date here and there. Conversation for sure. So we got another water sign reference. And then we have an earth sign reference. So we got Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. How is Scorpio going to feel about this person in the month of March? The Temperance card. So Sagittarius energy here. Okay. So it's like, all right, so if you're coming towards me and I'm coming to you, I just want to make sure that everything's copacetic. I just want to make sure that we are cool, calm, and collected individuals. Or this person might be more cool, calm, and collected than you are. You're over here like, ooh, damn, you look kind of good. Now, remember, underneath, you've got a layer that's saying, I don't know if I trust this. Probably because it's new. And for you, that gives you a little bit of trepidation, but you're going to overcome that. A little bit nervousness. But yeah, so you feel like this person is coming to you in a mature kind of manner. The Devil card, Capricorn reference, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be somebody that you work with, Scorpio. I feel like I keep getting that reference, or somebody that you soon will work with. For you, though, they keep reminding you of somebody from your past. And that's like Usher, right? You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Wouldn't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. This is your energy. It's just like, oh, I know you're a new person. I know you're a different person, but it's just like every time I see you, I still get triggered. So it's reminding me of all of the things that I haven't processed from this past relationship. I don't feel like you're blaming this person at all, because you see that this person is mature and balanced. It's just like, I wish I could have you with a mask on. Could you cover your face so you wouldn't remind me of this person from the past? This is very specific. As much as you do. Where is this relationship headed, or this connection headed in the month of March, please, Spirit? The Two of Pentacles, integration. The Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Sun card. It's okay to keep going. It's okay. Maybe you have a type. Maybe you are magnetized towards like this very specific body type, or the way people hold themselves, or whatever. It's okay, as long as you have gone through enough of a healing to where you've got self-awareness. You're not going to be picking the same personality types as you picked in the past. There's this one woman, she's like a doctor or something, a relationship therapist or coach or something, and she had one of her clients that said to her, "I keep attracting the same guy." And she says, "No, you attract all types. You keep choosing the same guy because that's what feels comfortable to you." I feel like the more you get to know this person, you're like, "Oh, you're not the same person. You just kind of remind me of this person." But you have to get to a point where you keep going as long as you feel comfortable, right? If you feel like you have met somebody that looks like somebody from your past and you just cannot get over it, you got to listen to that. Don't force anything, because you're going to make things strained between you and this other person. And also, I would suggest, don't go into this connection and say, "You know how much you remind me of my ex." And as they're talking, you're like, "Wow, you say the same words and everything." Maybe you keep that internal, because that's definitely going to make this other person feel some kind of way. I want to see how this person is going to feel about the Scorpio throughout the month of March. How is this person going to feel about the Scorpio? The Page of Pentacles. And one more time, how you're going to feel about this person in the month of March. The Six of Pentacles. So they're going to look at you and they're going to say, "All right, well, I guess you're just now learning how to date." You're learning how to put yourself back out there. I like when I get excited when I see a text message from you. I want to explore this some more. And for you to them, it's like, "Okay, let's explore this some more. You're right. We should explore this some more." I think I feel comfortable enough giving to you, as long as I'm seeing the reciprocity here. You seem, I've got more than one card here that you find out that this person seems safe enough to go on a first date with and a second date with. Where could this connection go for, where are we? Scorpio for the month of March. The Ace of Wands. All right, well, the Ace of Wands. A little schmexual reference. A little schmexual reference towards the end of the month. All right. I already called it, because I said that you found this person enormously attractive. Advice for the Scorpio. Love life in the month of March, specifically for the Scorpio. The Two of Swords. Listen, you got to learn to let your guard down. Not everybody is somebody from your past. Not everybody is. There's good fish out there. It's up to you, though. You got to use your own discernment. You've got your own goals in mind. Remember, I said earlier, if it triggers you too much, then that's a bunch of unhealed stuff that you probably should take the time to heal. For sure. All right, go. But there's nothing wrong with having a type, guys. There's nothing wrong. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. Go down in the comments and let me know how it resonated, because I'm highly active down there. But thank you, guys. Mwah. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements. This reading is for your greatest and highest good. Come to it with an open heart and open mind. If you need to switch anything up, like the role needs to be reversed, then reverse the role. But we're taking a look at your romantic love life for the month of March. For the month of March for Sagittarius. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, not the Ten of Cups. Sagittarius just immediately starting out with some amazing energy coming towards you. You're calling in. You're a magnet. You're manifesting this Ten of Cups energy coming towards you in the month of March. It sounds great. I love it. Let's see. Who is this person that Sagittarius is calling in the month of March? The High Priestess. Okay. High Priestess is somebody who is very studied, very learned. Maybe they could be highly religious, highly spiritual. They could have a ritual of practice, whatever that might be. Very almost There's a quiet intensity. Hold on. Of course, my dogs start barking during the Sagittarius reading. Never not have a Sagittarius reading without my dogs going crazy. But yeah, that could be highly into the esoteric, into tarot. Let's see. How is Sagittarius going to feel about this person in the month of March? The Moon card. I got the same energy for you guys last week. These two energies that aren't looking at each other. 1:44 on the clock. You're not looking at each other. You feel each other, but you're not looking at each other. How does this person feel about Sagittarius in the month of March? The King of Wands. Sagittarius, that's you. They see you looking good. You're over here, you're accomplishing things. People are looking up to you. You're overcoming fear and obstacles. You're taming the beast within, and you're utilizing almost like the sexual energy. Like you're using like your lower chakra system to really be in tune with 3D life. Like you're very established. You got a good job. Highly creative, highly in tuned person. There's something that you're just naturally good at that you've taken off with. Let's take it career-wise, I think. But they see you. You're looking good. You're looking really good and established. You're really laying down a foundation. If a lot of people could look up to you, I'm getting a lot of Leo references. Or you could be in the limelight somehow. There's a lot of eyes watching you. Scorpio reference. One more on this Moon card for how Sagittarius feels about this person in the month of March, the 10 of Wands. That's why the Moon reference. They see you in a brighter light than you see them. What's going on between 10 of Cups though? Interesting. What's going on? Sagittarius, love life. Look at this. The Ace of Cups just fell out. It was not a trick, guys. I'm magical, but I'm not a magician. It just flew out. Potential for a strong, long-lasting, soul-fulfilling love relationship, like all the way, like for the rest of the life. For the rest, like the person that you grow old with. Yet you, Sagittarius, are in this 10 of Wands Moon energy. Let's see. How does this play out in the month of March, Sagittarius and their person? The 9 of Pentacles, all right. Single people, 2 single people. The 4 of Wands. Moving towards each other. Because a magnet earlier, right? The Knight of Swords, conversation out of nowhere about the 5 of Pentacles, about the separation, about how you feel. Tell me more about this 5 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. The Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Wands. All right, here's a couple of scenarios. I want to say that Sagittarius wants to share how this other person made them feel like abandoned. How this other person, I don't know if you're going to put the words to it like this, articulate it this way. Maybe Spirit is leading you to this reading so that you can get the vernacular to back up the feelings. But I'm getting that this person triggered an abandonment wound in you. So there's animosity towards this person. And it's been harbored for a while. Ace of Swords means like out of nowhere. like there's a conversation, somebody says something, and it's not lighthearted and fun at all. It could very much cut like a knife. Tell me about this Four of Wands for Sagittarius, please, and this person in the month of March. The Three of Pentacles. How do we get, hold on guys, how do we get from this energy to the Ace of Cups between Sagittarius and this person in the month of March, please? The Lovers card, the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups. Do you want to know what I'm thinking? And I'm not going to use this word lightly. And for those of you guys who watch me on a regular basis, I have said this out loud. I said, I think I want to stop doing a reading associated to this kind of energy because it always seems to go in the same direction. But I wonder if things energetically in the cosmos, in the here and now, if they're being shifted into a different direction. But what this looks like is a divine counterpart situation. Dare I even say a twin flame situation. There's a catapulting of truth being presented. I'm gonna look at the bottom of the deck. Again, I am magical, but I am not a magician. Or maybe I was in a past life. Who knows? Like legit, who knows? And all of the magicians that I tend to look up, they were all born in April, and I'm an Aries, so who knows? Maybe there is a correlation there. Maybe there's I'm bringing it up because the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are highly intuitive people, and they are kind of the magicians. Although there is a magician major arcana, but they dabble in divination. So it all makes sense that it's coming together. There's just like out of nowhere, there's this shift in the energy, a change in the wind. Tell me about this conversation between the Sagittarius and their person in the month of March. The Justice card. Holy cowabunga. Things are balancing out. The Four of Cups. A lot of evaluation. The Queen of Cups. Wait a minute. I do love you at the bottom of the deck. The King of Cups. Holy shit biscuits. I sure in the hell hope that you guys, if you're connected to the Sagittarius, you're watching this in Sagittarius, I sure in the hell hope you stayed. I don't know how many minutes this reading has been for you, but you got, holy cowabunga, dude. Sagittarius, you got the King and the Queen of Cups. You got the King and the Queen of Wands. You got the Lovers and the Three of Pentacles. Stay with me. You got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And the Tower, Sagittarius, divine counterpart. Masculine and feminine. Divine masculine and feminine. Special person. Twin flames. Month of March. Coming at a store near you. It's some sort of conversation that just badoom. That causes this whole shift towards love, allowing love in. Let me know in the comments down below how this resonates with you. Advice for Sagittarius in this energy meeting up to the month of March. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, it's time, divine timing. Woo, it's magical. Ooh, it's giving me the woo. Wow. There's so much magic in here. I'm going to leave it. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it. This ain't going to be for all of y'all, but it's going to be for the ones it's for. Oh, Jesus, I'm going to have to pause. I'm going to take a deep breath. Sagittarius, I hope that helped. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very active down there. If you want to join my membership program, take a look at the join button. I do personal readings, coaching, and venting sessions. All of that information is down below. If this is where we depart, do not forget to like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification button. I need to breathe. I'm going to pause it before we go on to the next one. Capricorn, this is for you. Romantic love energy for the month of March. For Capricorns, greatest and highest good. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification button. I'm super active in the comments down below. So let me know how this resonated with you or if you claim the energy, all right? So March for Capricorn, what do we got here? The Three of Wands, working on expanding your life right now. Potentially with somebody else. You might be waiting for somebody to come towards you. You might be waiting for the timing to be right. Capricorn, March energy. What do we have? The Chariot. You're waiting on somebody to come towards you. The green light. You're waiting on the green light. Give me the green light. I'm ready to go right now. What is his name? I can't even remember the guy's name that sings that song. We can go all night. I'm ready to go right now. That's you. I'm ready now. Capricorn, Three of Wands is your overarching energy for the month of March. We got the Chariot card, the Death card, the Seven of Cups card, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. The Chariot and the Death card is telling me that Spirit has been dragging your happy behind somewhat begrudgingly towards a transformation, towards seeing things for what it really is. Seven of Cups. Letting go of the illusion, letting go of the fantasy, even face to face with the reality of a situation. The Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck might be called towards taking action towards somebody in the month of March, or somebody might be called towards taking action towards you because you're ready. It depends on what role you're playing in this. Who is this person coming towards March? Coming towards Capricorn in the month of March. The Lovers. All right, so that's Gemini energy there. Let's see some more about this person. The Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Judgment. We can go all night. I'm ready to go right now. Okay. So, okay, hold on. Because I don't want, if you're calling in new energy, I don't want to focus on old energy. But if you're willing to listen, what I got from this is that it could be some old energy coming back towards you for another iteration, another cycle. Because they're ready to give the way you give. Or vice versa, you're ready to receive what they're ready to give. And it took the loss of you, or it took the loss of them selves, their ego, for them to understand what they had. Okay, so if this is a new energy, then this person has been to ground zero. What am I trying to say? They've had to start over in life. And they've had to build themselves up, gone through a death and a rebirth, has had a lot of conversation with Spirit about their life's path and what goals they have for their future. And they're ready to invest in something, and it looks like you're the person that they're ready to invest in. Capricorn. Let's see, how is Capricorn going to feel about this person coming towards them? The Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think we could start something. I think if you're ready to reciprocate, then I'm ready to receive. See, is what I got here. And it doesn't have to be like a reconciliation. It's honestly, it's just an empty cup that you're ready to give to somebody to pour into. All right. The Ten of Pentacles. Wow, you are the Queen of Pentacles. Look, listen. I'm ready to give to long term with this. And the only reason why I'm ready to give to somebody else is because I've learned my worth, and I've learned to give to myself first. I've learned to take myself seriously first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Knight of Cups. Wow, you actually either immediately feel a draw towards this person, or this is somebody from your past, Capricorn. Because there's some steps that are being skipped here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a reconciliation. It doesn't have to be. If you claim the new, then let me know in the comments down below. Let the universe in the comments down below say Capricorn claims new. But I mean, it's like this idea of, I see you. I see that you're ready to invest, and that makes me comfortable. The Knight of Pentacles. This blessing was never going to miss you, Capricorn. The Hangman. This person is coming in because, Capricorn, you are now ready to be poured into. And it took you having to learn to invest in yourself. Your own worth, having to learn your own worth, and to take yourself seriously first. The Six of Cups. I'm telling you guys, for some of you guys, this is a reconciliation. The Four of Pentacles, that was blocked from you until you learned how to take yourself seriously. If it's not a reconciliation, it's somebody that reminds you of home. There's a familiarity there. Like, have I seen you before? Do I know you from somewhere type thing? And yes, if you believe in reincarnation, you've met this person in a past life. If you believe that we came down here from heaven, y'all were angels up there together. Does it understand? So there is a recognizing of their light, of their soul, of their energy. Where is this going for Capricorn? How is this playing out for Capricorn? The Knight of Swords, the Justice card, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's a maturity here. Hold on. Not an immaturity here. There's mature energy here, but it doesn't seem mature from the beginning. It seems unrehearsed. Tell me about this Temperance card, Sagittarius energy here. Let me get some more Capricorn, the World energy. Whoever initiates a conversation in this connection tells themselves before they pick up the phone or before they walk up to the other person or whatever, I'm not going to handle this. It's like a pep talk. I'm not going to handle this the way that I've handled this before in the past. Whatever that means, even if it's new energy. They come in Temperance and Justice card. They come in balanced, listening to their head and their heart. Two of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is what I need to figure out more. Oh my gosh. Hold on. The Four of Wands. Because I was looking at this Five of Pentacles and it looked like two people going towards the sanctuary together, hand in hand. Generally, it's the Five of Pentacles, like I've been left out in the cold and I'm having money problems and I need help and nobody's out there helping me. But these people are going towards the chapel together. It's just cold outside. It's cold outside. So the world is kind of cold right now. There's a whole bunch of shit outside. I'd rather be, what's it called? Cuffing. I'd rather be coupled up with you in this cold and dreary world. Four of Wands. this could be a fast-moving, fast-paced March for you and this person. And it's just because if it's not a reconciliation, it's because it feels so familiar. I want to say that the advice that I'm getting intuitively is still to kind of take things, rationally and use your head as much as you can. But I feel like you guys are both coming to the table with this Two of Pentacles with head and heart incorporated, like a judging, like this Justice and this Temperance card. Like, it's like, okay, is this the right decision for us? Is this right here? And does it make sense here? And does it make sense here? It's a conversation between the two of you guys that you're having. This is crazy how it's escalating so fast. So let me get you some advice in this energy, Capricorn, for the month of March. Wow, it just flows so fast in the month of March. Just remember that things that start during the Mercury retrograde can sometimes feel like a dream when the retrograde energy dissipates. So if you're wanting this to be long lasting, don't move so fast that it becomes whirlwind. So in other words, let things play out in a natural tempo in March, and then after March, if you're still feeling the same way that you felt at the beginning of March, and you guys have learned each other more and more, then things could escalate a little bit faster outside of the Mercury retrograde. Just be careful you don't get swept away. So March 20th is the end of the retrograde, and then there's about like a week window of residual energy. So up until April, you should start feeling a little bit more clear in your energy and be able to make more discerned and grounded decisions. So I'm going to get some advice. That's just me looking at things. Advice is the King of Cups. But then at the same time, who the hell am I? Like, if this person lights your fire and makes you feel emotionally stable, then who am I to say anything? This might be somebody worth taking a chance on. Capricorn, let me know how that resonated for you. You might find somebody in the month of March, or realize somebody in the month of March is worth taking a chance on. All right. Capricorn, y'all let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out, okay? Let's move on to Aquarius, all right? Aquarius and Aquarius placements, onlookers, cross-watchers, for everyone's greatest and highest good. Aquarius, we're taking a look at romantic love energy for you for the month of March. Come to this reading with open heart and open mind. If you like the way I read, consider the energetic exchange of saying thank you by liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. And you can definitely comment in the comments down below. I'm very active down there. All right, what flew out? The Strength card for you and the Temperance card. Month of March for Aquarius. The Strength card and the Temperance card. Leo and Sagittarius energy on the table. I'm going to make sense of that in a bit once I see, and the Ten of Wands. Well, the cards are talking different than they have in any other reading. Okay, so there's a call to let the burdens go. There's a call to action here with this fire energy with the Strength card. Oh, it's both fire. It's all fire. It's all fire in an Aquarius reading. In an Aquarius reading. Go. Okay, hold on. It's a call to action. Very masculine energy on the table right now. All right, so this is like a burden. This is hard to handle all on your own, but it's soon to be over, like having to do it all on your own. Taming the beast, letting down the ego. This is why you're not asking for help. It's because ego is involved. So you're learning to either let somebody in to help handle the load of life, the load of love in the month of August, But it's been hard for you to get to that point because you're so used to doing things independently. And the biggest reason why in the month of March you'll either be called to do this energy or you will do this energy all on your own is because of this temperance energy here. It's a willingness to open up to God and the divine support and divine protection and divine guidance. Maybe you're finding your strength through prayer. Maybe you're releasing burden through prayer or connection to your ancestors, your angels. Because it's been hard. Aquarius. Romantic love energy for March, please. The Moon card. The Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and then the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, I feel like you haven't felt confident enough in your path of life, in your love life, to fully invest in somebody else and or to let somebody fully invest in you. The idea of doing that means vulnerability, and for you, full and true vulnerability has potentially been hard, but you're learning to like use your discernment and what you're picking up in your evaluation. You're learning to use your discernment, and out of that discernment, you're wanting to attract in different in the month of March than what you've attracted in the past, when ego was in place. And then for a lot of you guys, you were basing your connections, not for everybody, but a lot of you guys were basing your connections off of physical attraction, off of passion. And so you're learning like that doesn't lead to longevity. Passion doesn't lead to longevity. Intention and intensity doesn't lead to longevity. And just because somebody finds you attractive too, or is giving you time or action or play, it doesn't mean that that's the right match. So who's coming towards Aquarius in the month of March, please, Spirit? The Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. So an earth sign, you get Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all pentacles. This is a very grounded person, or this person has very strong boundaries. The Knight of Cups. For some of you guys, what this is telling me is this is somebody that you had like a romantic relationship with, like an actual established relationship with, the Three of Pentacles. Like you're married to this person. And then the shit hit the fan. Somebody left. Maybe some finances were the problem. And said, if you want me, I'm over here. And stood very strong in that. Because the biggest thing was like, they didn't want the relationship turmoil to affect their money or their goals in life. And so they stood very strong somewhere else. Aquarius. King of Pentacles could also be a Queen of Pentacles, however it resonates for you, male or female. They still care about you though. They never lost the care for you, but the boundaries that this person had to put up was that they couldn't care for you more than they respected themselves, if that makes sense. How does Aquarius feel about this person? The Ace of Cups. Okay, so you still have feelings for this person for sure. But you've put out like almost like or you will in the month of March, put out an offer to them to accept your love offer or not. And I feel like you're just like, I don't know if they're going to accept what the love I'm trying to give them. The Ten of Pentacles. You really want to keep going with this person, but you're worried, Eight of Swords, if they're going to want to keep going with you. A lot of pentacle energy for you. You feel very grounded around this person. Money could be stable with this person, or it feels like it could be stable with this person in the month of March. But I want to know like how this plays out for Aquarius and this King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles in the month of March. The Four of Wands, okay. The Star card. Did I show you the Four of Wands? The Four of Wands. The Star card. Here's this Aquarius energy here. The Three of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. You might be experiencing a breakup in the month of March. Now this is all potential energy. That's what tarot cards are. So as I'm recording this, as you're listening to it, this is what, hold on. So the dog's getting loud in the background is definitely a clue to what's happening energetically right now. There could be a lot of clashing. See, it's very loud. This energy is very loud. So it could be a lot of arguing, or just a loud tension between you and this person throughout the month of March. You're wanting really badly back in, but I don't know if that happens in the month of March. What I was going to say is, before the dog started barking, like, this is potential energy. So if this hasn't happened yet, but you kind of feel like it's looming and you can kind of feel the tension building between you and your person, then you have a whole bunch of power within you to change the trajectory of this current situation, right? You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. Like, how might you be able to show up differently in a more authentic, more self-aware, more healed sort of energy? And then, once you've done all that you can do, then there's nothing else that you can do, right? Especially if you're showing up with integrity and honesty and stability and peace and love, right? All right, so I want to get you some advice in this situation because it seems pretty loud. Advice in this situation for Aquarius in the month of March. It says the Knight of Swords, but this is like hurried communication. So let me get some more on this advice for Aquarius. Why the hurried communication? The Nine of Wands. I feel like what this person, Page of Wands. Okay, I feel like what this person wants from you is action, King of Wands. And that's exactly what the King of Wands does. They want to feel like you care, and the way that they can feel like you care is that you show and take consistent action towards them or for them. I don't know what their love language is, but if I look at all of the wands on the table here, when it's like advice other than the Knight of Swords, is I feel like this person's love language is, what is it called? Acts of service. They want you to show them. You might have in the past said you were going to do this, that, and the other, and you hadn't actually followed through with it. And for that person, it's like, okay, that's why they're showing up as this King of Pentacles. Like, if you're not going to do it for me, I'm going to just do it for myself. So this person wants you to show up for the relationship. They do. Because remember, they still have this Knight of Cups here. Page of Wands. They've already told you how they want you to show up. I can guarantee you they did. But you might have missed it, maybe, for whatever reason. So you could easily go up to this person and say, I want to show up for us. I want to show up for this. Can you please just tell me what it is that you need from me? And don't just let that person talk. Like, really soak it in. And then start making the behavioral changes to do that. Because they want to invest in this. They do. But they need reciprocation and reciprocity. They really do. I hope this helps, Aquarius. You guys let me know. And if the whole thing needs to be flipped, turn, and reverse because it's not your energy, it's that other person's energy towards you, then at least you know I'm tapped into the energy. Flip, turn, and reverse it. Flip, turn, and reverse it. Okay, for those who that energy needed to be reversed and you're expecting the other person to come through for you, what advice for that person? What advice? But make sure that you're clear that it's reversed, right? Because sometimes we get so like, nah, this person needs to show up for me, and you don't realize sometimes your shortfalls yourself, right? So that's what awareness is, why awareness is so important in relationship. All right, but for those who the roles were reversed, let me get you some advice from Spirit. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is studied emotional energy. Like, you don't go crazy when things go crazy around you, because you've got enough emotional intelligence and emotional awareness within yourself that you're not going to let somebody else who's throwing a conniption fit, or another adult who's throwing a tantrum ruin your good day. So don't let anybody ruin your good day. Invest in you. Do what makes you happy for yourself. You don't need nobody else to do that. Happiness truly does come from within. And if you're giving yourself happiness, you magnetize in people that want to give you happiness in return. All right. Cool. Let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you being here. If you like the way I read, consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. Head on down to the comments down below and tell me that you're here. Shout out where you're watching it from. I'm very active in the comments below. So for Pisces and Pisces placements, I also do personal readings. That's below as well. Pisces and Pisces placements, March romantic love predictions for Pisces. The 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. Love reading. The 10 of Pentacles. March. You calling in some amazing stability in the energy of romantic partnership for March, Pisces. You're calling it in. This person is coming towards you to give you all the good feels. The Empress, the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Yes, Pisces, praise God. The Knight of Cups, somebody wants to come in and swoop you off of your feet. They want to make you laugh. They want you to feel heard, feel celebrated. They can see that you've built something around you that looks stable. You are stable and you are calling this in. Tell me more about this person that's coming in towards the Pisces. It says the 8 of Swords. They might have okay, cool. Awesome. I'm glad this came out next to the 8 of Swords. They might have been second guessing themselves, or Spirit might have said, you better not go towards the Pisces before you go through this growth spurt of maturity. This person has gone through a growth spurt of maturity. That's a Scorpio reference for this person towards you. Let me see. The Justice card. Here's a Libra reference. They are now balanced at the bottom of the deck. The Sun card. Here's a Leo. So we got Libra, Leo. Did I say Leo before the Leo reference came out? Libra, Leo, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just kind of giving you some ideas. I will say I asked who is this person. I got the 8 of Swords and I got 3 major arcana out of the 4 cards for who is this person. So this person is going to be a huge shift for you. This person is going to make you feel unlike any other relationship or connection. How does this person feel about the Pisces in the month of March? How does this person feel about the Pisces in the month of March? The Page of Pentacles. They feel like they want to, so it's a messenger card. So you could be getting a message from this person, an email, snail mail, a text message from this person. But they feel like, I don't know if you're younger than this person. It's positive. It's positive. But I'm trying to figure out what else I'm getting off of this Page of Pentacles. So how does this person feel about the Pisces? The World card in the month of March. Let me get some more how they feel about you. the Five of Wands, and then the Seven of Cups. And there's a car alarm going off right now. How does Pisces feel about this person? Hold on, stick with me, Pisces. How does Pisces feel about this person in the month of March? The King of Swords. We've got the King and the Queen of Swords here. Never thought this person would like me. You wrote this person off. I never thought this person would like me, is how you're coming to the table. So you know this person. I'm not saying this is a reconciliation. I'm just saying you know this person, but you wrote this person off. Like, nah. Like, maybe you looked at this person and you're like, nah, we would never. This would never, could never get off the ground. Like, immediate lack. Like, nah. This person would never look at me. King of Swords, though. This could be like a boss or an entrepreneur, or let's see some more about how you look, how the Judgment card. Really, Pisces, you're kind of telling yourself, there's like this approach to this person, like they're better than me. Pisces, I don't like that. Please don't talk about yourself like that. Love yourself, and you will call in love. Because how they feel about you, like they want to talk to you, but let me get some more on this World card. From the World card is now the Star card. I wonder if I don't know if you turned this person down before, or you said something in a conversation and you were like, oh, well, we're just friends, or like, what if, well, I don't know if I want to use that what if. Well, okay, let's just say you worked with this person somewhere, because I'm getting to that with the King and the Queen of Swords. Let's just say that you work with this person, and this was somebody that, maybe it could be like a work husband or a work wife or something, but just somebody you felt comfortable talking to about your life. And maybe you divulged to them or vented to them about this, and this thing going wrong in your romantic relationship. And this whole time they've liked you, but you've never given them the inkling or the open door to step through to be your person. And they're just like, oh, well, Pisces is always coming to me talking about this person and that person. Maybe they've been waiting on the right time. And for you, you're like, well, they're a good listener, but we would never. I feel like it's like they're too nice. I could never see myself with somebody too nice, or they're a good listener. I've never had a good listener in the past, so why would I deserve a good listener for my future? It's something like that. Pisces to this person, the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I don't know if I deserve somebody that cool, that chill, that open, that self-regulated. Oh my goodness, Pisces. What's going on between Pisces and this person in the month of March, please, Spirit? What's going on between Pisces and this person? The Eight of Pentacles. This is second work reference, right? Potentially. The Chariot card, that's Cancer reference. The Two of Pentacles, integration. Let's have fun again. Let's work on this. Let's have some fun. Let's work on this. Let's have some fun. Let's work on this. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. Well, you've had to learn to let go of the story that you were telling yourself, or you're going to have to learn how to let go of that story or that narrative, that protection piece that you've put into place so that you don't get hurt by this person or get your hopes up by this person. But there's somebody that is coming towards you in the month of March, Pisces, that you've written off. But nope, here they come. Because I don't know if you've let your guard down, and I don't want it to be like somebody that's overstepping into your energy, but it's almost like now they feel like you would be ready to Or it's like them, they're saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to ask Pisces out. And if they tell me no, they tell me no. Both of you guys are kind of in this energy of like, I wonder if this other person would be okay. Would say yes if I asked. Or if I should ask this person. Whatever. I don't know how I said that, but you know what I mean. How does this play out towards the end of March between Pisces and this person, please, Spirit? The Three of Swords, the Fool card, the Lovers, and then the Two of Swords. You get to make the decision, Pisces. It literally could be as simple as this person coming up to you and asking you out, and you get to be, this whole thing could be one conversation that happens in March, and you get to decide if you're going to let your guard down or not. If you're going to let somebody love you or not. If you're going to overcome past hurt or not. There's a new cycle that could start with this person. And I think the reason why it was coming up as this Page of Pentacles is because it might happen towards the end of March. And it might happen towards the end of March. The Page of Pentacles, it doesn't fully show me a whole evolution. That's why I'm getting that it starts towards the latter part of March. Or it starts back up towards the latter part of March. And then we'd have to pull on April energy to see. But there's this continuation, like it goes past March. And then April, and then May, and June, July. 10 years down the line. 10 of Pentacles with this person. But it's a slow, gradual build towards the end of the month. At the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. You could meet, I want to say that you could meet this person through like a mutual friend, but I don't think that's it. I just feel like you've put this person in a friend zone, or you've put this person in a confidant zone, or you've put this person in a work zone, and that's not actually the role that they're meant to play in the future for you. Advice for Pisces, please, Spirit. Advice for Pisces in the month of March, please. The King of Pentacles. We got the King and the Queen of Pentacles on the table. We got the King and Queen of Wands for you, Pisces. Hold on, let me find all of these cards. Where are all the? Hold on, Pisces. Bear with me, because it's. I feel like you have to understand that it's okay to love. Goodness, I can't find it. Okay, here we go. The King and Queen of Swords. So this is like work partners, or this is like friendship or something like that. They're not actually married, right? And then we move on to the Queen of Pentacles, and wherever the King of Pentacles just went, it keeps getting buried. This energy keeps getting buried in noise, in fear, in lack. It hasn't been able to grow past this because it keeps getting buried under other energy, or it keeps getting pushed off to the side. Maybe both of you guys are having to learn how to be in this Empress energy. It's okay to let in love. It's okay to grow something new. It's okay to let something bloom and blossom. It's okay to do that. But then it goes to this King and Queen of Pentacles. And me personally, in a love reading, I like the King and Queen of Pentacles, because this is long term. And what did you get? The 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. The King and Queen of Pentacles, it grows. It can grow. It can go somewhere, Pisces. Just remember that. I hope that helped. I love you so very much. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe on your way out, though. Don't forget. Until next time. Bye.